Now guys, if you are a GCC resident and planning to go in Azerbaijan, you have to watch first the first video that I made on how to process your visa in Azerbaijan before watching this video, because this is the second part. The first part of the video that I made is all about on how to process your visa in Azerbaijan. This is the continuation kasi nabitin yung video doon sa first part. Let's continue. After submission of your visa application, as I've mentioned, you have to wait 10 to 15 working days. Kung may plan kayo na bumiyahe na Azerbaijan, make sure to apply 1 month before of your trip. Let's say if you're living only in Riyadh or in Kuwait City or in Abu Dhabi, you can drop by anytime once tumawag na sila na available na yung passport mo. But take note na hindi lahat ng application na-approve. According sa visa officer na nakausap ko, sometimes may nadi-disapprove din. Minsan naman pag nag-apply ka ng 5 days, 3 days lang yung ginagrant. Or kung group application kayo, may possibility na yung iba mo kasama ma-approve, ikaw hindi. Or ikaw ma-approve, yung iba mo naman kasama ma-reject. But overall naman, since nasa GCC country tayo, napaka-lenient lang ng visa application and the process. Once your visa or passport is available and you are not living in Riyadh or in the capital cities na merong embassy ang Azerbaijan, let's say for me, nasa Jeddah ako, what I did is nagpadala ako ng representative, a friend na kakilala ko na nasa Riyadh. Very helpful naman ng visa officer because tinuruan niya ako kung ano yung isasubmit ko na documents para i-release nila yung passport ko sa ibang tao or doon sa representative ko. Ang ginawa ko is nag-apply ako ng Power of Attorney sa Najis. Najis is a platform of Ministry of Justice here in Saudi Arabia. If you are living naman in Bahrain, Qatar, or in Oman, I don't know kung ano yung website ninyo, but make sure na ang mag-i-issue ng Power of Attorney is the Ministry of Justice. Honestly, wala talaga akong alam kasi hindi rin sinabi sa akin kung ano yung website. And then tumawag ulit ako sa embassy sa Riyadh at sinabihan akong Najis. Pero hindi na siya nagsabi kung ano yung kasunod, anong gagawin ko. It's for me to find out na lang. For this part of the video is tuturuan ko kayong paano kumuha ng Power of Attorney. Sa Google, hanapin niyo yung Power of Attorney, Ministry of Justice, and Najis. Lalabas lang doon yung Power of Attorney. And then, isa siyang portal that you have to fill up the ICAMA number of your representative, the name of your representative, and of course your details. Kasi once na nag-login ka na, automatic na yung details mo. So ang ilalagay mo na lang is yung sa representative mo. Medyo mahirap lang siya, it's very complicated. It's because na nasa Arabic siya at kailangan mo pa i-translate yung page para lang maintindihan mo. Now kung may kaibigan ka na Arabo, it will help you na maging easy lang yung application mo sa Power of Attorney. But on my end, it's just me discovering on how to do it. Nung natapos ko na siya, pinrint out ko na yung Power of Attorney and then dinala ko sa Ministry of Foreign Affairs for the ratification or authentication of the Power of Attorney. But take note, sa una kong pinuntahan na Ministry of Foreign Affairs na nasa Chamber of Commerce branch, sinabi sa akin na na online application na lang daw. But nung binuksan ko yung MOFA website na sinasabi niya, it's really complicated. Ang ginawa ko, pumunta ako sa main branch ng Ministry of Foreign Affairs dito sa Jeddah. Pagdating ko sa Ministry of Foreign Affairs main branch, bago ako natatakan yung Power of Attorney ko, chinek muna nila yung application sa website. After that, hindi naman ako sinabihan na ipa-translate yung Power of Attorney, but since nasa Arabic siya and then yung visa officer is hindi naman siya nakakabasa ng Arabic, pina-translate ko na. And good thing is that may kakilala akong translation center and then ayun, doon na lang ako nagpa-translate and then with the Chamber of Commerce. After na-translate na and then tatakan na ng Ministry of Foreign Affairs yung Power of Attorney ko, pinadala ko na sa Riyadh yung mga documents. And then after 1 week, tumawag na nga yung Riyadh Embassy ng Azerbaijan and then sinabi na pwede ko nang i-collect. So I sent my representative, binigay niya yung mga documents na hiningi sa akin, dinagdagan ko pa ng translation, yun na-release na nga siya at na-issuean ako ng visa. On the day of travel, hahanapin ulit yung mga requirements sa'yo doon sa check-in counter. Kahit anong airlines, hahanapin sa'yo yung number 1 is yung visa mo, Number 2, ikama. Number 3, trip ticket. Number 4, hotel booking. Number 5, travel insurance. At saka yung translation mo na merong Chamber of Commerce, yung ikama translation. Hinanap siya sa Jeddah, and then since meron akong layover sa Riyadh, kasi doon ako magpa-flight papuntang Baku, hinanap ulit yung mga documents. Hindi ko na siya pinrint kasi hindi naman ako nag-expect na hahanapin sa akin ng check-in counter, kasi assuming meron na akong visa so bakit pa nila hahanapin, na approve na nga ng visa officer, di ba? Ginawa ko na lang is pinresent ko yung mga soft copy na nasa phone. Just make sure na meron kang printout pag nag-check-in ka, hindi ka na mahahassle. At saka anytime, nakasunod-sunod na yung mga documents doon, hahanapin na lang. So on my part, nagbabrowse na lang ako at pinapakita ko sa kanila yung mga documents na hinahanap nila. This is the video about the release lang po. Ngayon, after this video, gagawa na po ako ng vlog ko sa travel ko naman and adventure sa Baku, Azerbaijan.